I mean, can you say something at this point, Ridge? Hey, y'all. Hey, welcome to the next episode of the Deep Dive with Toya Creates. Today is Thursday, aka Friday Eve. Thank God I am exhausted. It's Thursday, May 14th, and we are going to talk about her right there and all the rest of them on the Bold and the Beautiful. First, per usual, if you like content like this, please like, comment, share, subscribe. I would love to chat with you about these storylines. So, today was more of the same, but we did see a new storyline, or not a new storyline. We saw something new going on. So we see Dylan and Daphne settling in because Dylan is Daphne's new assistant. Remember, she got promoted, and they're just working together on the perfume line, and they start talking about Dylan's love life. Why? Why is this topic of conversation at work? But I digress. So Daphne's like, "Oh, I bet there you have a lot of men after you. You're a beautiful woman and you're very nice and sweet." And Dylan's like, "I mean, like, I'll do all right." She's like, "I mean, yeah, but I'm really thrilled to be here at Forrester, and my main focus right now is repairing things with Electra." And so, Dylan goes on again about how she's thrilled to be working there, and it would just be even better if she and Electra were getting along, and how she really misses her. So as soon as she says that, Electra happens to be in the doorway, so she overhears it. And then, surprisingly, I guess Electra's trying to put on her big girl panties now and being an adult. And, she goes in and surprisingly, she's like, "Oh, well, congratulations, Dylan, on your promotion," and blah, blah, blah. So Daphne, who is the anti Ivy, sees what's going on, and she's like, "You know what? She encourages them to really try to repair their friendship, and she talks about how it's really hard to find good friends, and Daphne just wants things to be better. So Daphne heads out and gives Dylan and Electra the room so they can speak. And then, Dylan apologizes again for all of the problems she's caused, and she thanks Electra for like allowing her to stay with Will, and then this led to her getting this job. So she's really grateful to Electra, and she just really wants to move on, and she's hoping that they can work things out. And and she just really misses their friendship. So that was basically it with Dylan and Electra. I guess we'll see tomorrow what Electra's response is to that, but it seems like there could be hope. I guess they're setting us up for her to reconcile with Dylan, only for her to find out that she is related to Remy, and then they will not be friends again. Bet money. So the other story we saw was once again Katie, Liam, and Bill. They are just still talking about the Brooke revelation and how Brooke wants to be co CEO. So all three of them agree that part of why Brooke wants this position is to full on compete with Katie. And Liam says that Brooke being the co CEO may be the only thing that keeps Hope at Forrester Creations at this point, because Hope has been clear with him in that she does not want to leave Forrester Creations at the moment. She has made her name there, and Hope for the Future is her baby, and she wants to fight for it. So she's not ready to leave yet. And in her mind, if her mother can be co CEO with Bridge, that will make it easier for her, and her line will be released. Okay. So Bill is basically saying that if Brooke wasn't able to get the dressmaker, that's how he refers to Ridge, if Brooke was unable to convince the dressmaker to release Hope's line, like, what on earth makes Brooke think that she's gonna pull this off? So Bill has zero faith. And Katie's like on the fence. She was like, "Well, Brooke does have a way of getting Ridge to do what she wants, but this, I can't see Ridge going against his daughter like that." So Katie's just preparing for if this does pan out, because she's ready to go to war with her sister. I mean, she don't want to, but if Brooke want to bring her the smoke, Katie's going to bring it back. And I don't blame her. So then while Katie's on the phone handling some business, Bill pulls Liam to the side. And he's like, I don't want you stressing Katie out over this. I mean, and I don't think that's what Liam's trying to do, but he's just being realistic and he's just giving them the updates basically. So, Bill wants Katie to remain calm and yeah, let me see. So then we also see Brooke because these stories are a little intertwined. So we see Brooke is getting antsy. So she's still at her house with Hope. And she's getting antsy because she hasn't heard from Ridge yet. And she knows Ridge is talking to Steffi right now. So Hope is saying, like, Steffi's going to fight like hell. And she is not going to go down without a fight. And Brooke said, in her vision, everyone will have a part in her glorious takeover of CEO position. Everyone will have their part, and she is just convinced that Ridge is gonna get through to Steffi. And Hope's like, the most important thing, Mom, is that you took action. Is it? And she tells her that she's earned her spot there. She's well within her rights. So and Brooke is just like, I just don't understand why I didn't fight for this sooner. Like I was just trying to keep the peace and I was basically dimming my own light so the people at Forrester could, do what they do. But Brooke is done with that now and she's ready to take what should be hers. And she's saying nice things about Steffi. She's just like she's a really good executive, but it takes more than just giving orders. And yes, Steffi does not have that finesse. She's low key a dictator or a tyrant, however you want to look at it. And if you're not in her circle and if she don't bang with you, that's it. So I agree with Brooke on this. Steffi is, she's good at the business, but she's not good at the business relations or the, what do you call it, the internal relations. Yeah. So, Hope and Brooke are just hoping. Well, Hope is hoping this will work out, and Brooke is just convinced and she's just waiting for her destiny to come and tell her basically. So then after Hope leaves there, she goes over to Logan and she finds Liam and he's in the middle of looking at pictures of her. I mean, I get it, all right. You want to be a good husband now, finally, but whatever. And she's like, oh, what are you doing? And he's like, ooh, thinking of you and blah, blah, blah. Man, Hope just basically says that she is very thankful and grateful that Logan does want her there. But she explains to Liam once again that she is not ready to leave Forrester yet and she needs to fight for Hope for the future. And she is just hoping that with Brooke being there, she will succeed. Oh, because Brooke did tell her, I forgot this part. Brooke did tell Hope, once I'm co-CEO, I will look out for you. Like maybe you could get a different position. I'll look out for the line. So, yes, Brooke definitely plans on helping her daughter out once she's in position. And that is what Hope relays to Liam as well. And Liam's just like, I mean, I hope so. you know, but, Hope just basically has to exhaust all efforts before she will even consider leaving Forrester Creations. And Liam is just accepting that at this point because he has no other choice. So, Logan is still looking for their next fashion icon. So, lastly, we see Ridge and Steffi still talking through this bombshell. Steffi is pissed, pissed, pissed. And Ridge is like, Steffi, your work has been exceptional. And he's just giving her all these kudos. And she's like, okay, then. So, that is why I am unwilling to step down. And I'm unwilling to step down because of Brooke. And Steffi said, Brooke is not taking her job away. She is standing firm on that. She is asking and telling Ridge not to pick Brooke over her yet again. And Steffi has figured this out because Ridge is hemming and hawing, playing both sides, prolonging this. Steffi was like, I know what's happening here. It is clear as day. She was like, Brooke is only coming to you about this because Hope is probably getting in her ear. She's like, it's so obvious. Hope wants this line releases, so she thinks she's gonna get it by going to her mom and putting a battery in her back, basically. And Ridge just stands there and takes it. I'm so tired of Ridge just standing and staring. Like, please. So she says all of that. And Steffi can admit that Brooke did earn her spot, but she is not going to have Steffi's job. And Steffi told Rich to go and tell his woman that he agrees that Steffi is going to keep her job. Okay? She said, give her any title. You can give her a raise. You can give her the spotlight. I will send her on a world tour as like an ambassador. But this is our office. And we, Dad, work together. And we will always be co-CEOs of Forrester Creations. Baby Steffi was like, it's like a gang. Like she's gonna jump them in and jump them out. And that's how she left it. Now I don't like Steffi, but I like straight talk, just like that. And I like when you don't have to guess what someone is thinking. So Steffi laid this out nice and plainly for Ridge and was like, we didn't even see them say goodbye. The last scene that we see is Ridge finally coming home to Brooke. He has a new design in his hand, a new dress, and he's like, oh, I made this for you, and you're my muse, and this. And Brooke's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. I got your text. What happened? Did you talk to Steffi? Oh, please tell me that you were able to talk to Steffi and get her to step down so I can be the co-CEO. And Ridge is just deaf, dumb, and mute. I'm tired of it. They have dragged this out all week. So please, tomorrow or Friday, Ridge, say something. That's what I want the first 10 minutes to be about. So that is what happened today. I want to see what happens tomorrow, as always. I'm tired of Ridge just not saying anything. So, and I feel like that's the only thing we should focus on tomorrow. They can highlight, they can touch this Dylan and Electra thing for maybe 5 minutes. But the rest, I want to know what is going on with the leadership at Forster Creations. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Like, comment, and subscribe so you don't miss what's next.